Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am the Dawgfatha, and today, if you want to learn how to make a fantastic cast iron dish on the grill, stick around. I'm going to show you how. Let's get it. Alright guys, so as I've said, we've got a fantastic cook on deck here for you today. And the first part of getting this cook started is we got to set up our grill. Now today we're going to be using our Yoder YS640, and I know you guys haven't seen that on the channel in a while, but I still got it. So we're going to break that thing out today. Why? Because we're going to be breaking out our new Yoder wood-fired oven attachment, guys. That's right. So we're going to use that. It's not only for pizzas. You can do many other things, as you're about to see today. All right, now, full disclosure, guys, I bought this with my own money. Yoder didn't send this to me, so this is me trying out this thing for the first time, and you know, whatever I think about it, I'm going to be completely honest with you about it, okay? Now, with this said, this dish you can cook on any grill, whether it's a kettle, whether it's a pellet cooker, whether it's an offset, whatever you got. Even throw it in the oven if you have to. It doesn't really matter. Don't focus on the actual cooker, focus on the actual cook. All right, so let's get the Yoder set up. All right guys, so here we have the deflector plate that's going to be used for this wood fire oven attachment, and I've already got everything pulled out of the Yoder. The deflector plate is pulled out, the grill racks are pulled out, so let's get this put in here. Now it's fairly simple to put this in here. You've got your existing rails where your food grates would sit on, and this is just going to set right on top of it. So we're going to set it in here just like this, and then we're going to locate it all the way over against the wall here next to the hopper, just like that. Now that's in place, so let's go grab our oven. All right, so this pizza oven or wood fire oven is pretty light. You can move it around pretty easily. And all we're going to do here, guys, I guess I should show you that before I put it in, is on this deflector plate, you've got 4 holes here, 4 tab holes. There's one here, and 2 on the other side. Now on the bottom of this oven, you've got tabs here that are going to go right in to those slots. So here's tab right here, and there's one on each corner. So that's how we're going to line it up for positive location. Just like that, it's in place. The only thing left to do is to grab our stone, so let's put our stone in. Now the stone is just going to slide right in here on a couple of rails that are in there. So we're going to just slide it in place. And just like that, this attachment is all set up and ready to go. Alright, so now that we've got our grill set up, guys, we're loading this up with Bear Mountain pellets today, and we're going to be using the gourmet blend of Bear Mountain pellets. So we've got our hopper all filled up, and we're going to go ahead and fire up this grill, and we're going to run it up to 350 degrees and let this oven get nice and hot for us. All right. Okay, so now we're going to get this chicken all seasoned up. Now we've got some chicken thighs here. Now I've already gone in and cut off the excess fat off of them that I didn't want on here, you know, the excess skin. And so now we're going to go ahead and get them seasoned up. And I'm going to start actually on the flesh side. So we're going to go skin down for a second, and we're going to get this going. So the first thing I'm going to apply is just some good old coarse ground black pepper. So we already got the chicken moist enough that the seasoning is going to stick really well to it. So we're not going to use a binder at all. So we got the first layer of pepper. Now we're going to come back with a little bit of kosher salt, and I'm using Diamond Crystal. Feel free to use whatever you got. Now we're not going to go really heavy with the salt. We're just going to get a little bit on there because we're going to be using some Heath Riles, guys. That's right. This is the garlic and butter, and it's got a great flavor straight out of the bottle, but it does have a little bit of salt content to it. So we're not going to go too heavy with the regular salt, but we're going to sprinkle some of this on here. And just like that, we've got this chicken seasoned up on this flesh side, and I'm going to just give it a good pat, and then we're going to flip it over, and pretty much we're going to just do exactly what we just did on the flesh side. We're going to do it on the meat side. So pepper on, maybe a little bit more, a little bit of salt, and Heath Riles to finish it up. Alright guys, so just like that, we've got our chicken thighs all seasoned up, and we are ready to go. So we're just gonna go ahead and let these kind of hang out a little bit. I'm gonna cover them up with some foil, and we're gonna let this grill come up to temperature and get them on. All right, gang, we are gonna check our pit temperature here. Now, this grill has been running for about 25 minutes or so, and we're gonna check the oven temperature. Now, how are we gonna do that? Well, we're gonna be using one of these guys from Eric Hill. We're gonna be using the Eric Hill Rook 600 SP. So, you know, my friends over there at Eric Hill sent this over to me to check out. So we're gonna check it out today and see what we got. So let's go ahead and get the grill open. And we're gonna check our temperature. Okay, we're just gonna get it right there on the surface there. It looks like we're measuring about 321 degrees or so right there on the front edge of this oven. And so we're up 329 there. We're gonna let it keep going here for about another, I don't know, maybe another 10 minutes or so, and I'll bring you back. All right, guys, so now that our grill is up to temperature, we're gonna go ahead and get our chicken placed into our cast iron dish. And so we're just gonna place them in here just like so. We're just fitting them in here, not really organizing them any certain way, but we're just gonna get them into our cast iron. All right, just like that. And now we're gonna get this put on the grill. All right, we're gonna slide it right on in here just like this. And there we go. All right, guys, so hey, you just saw we got our dish onto our cooker here. And you know, before I continue with this, never mind the stuff you see hanging around here. It's Halloween, right? Barbecue Boulevard got made over for Halloween. But anyway, so we got our chicken onto our grill here, and we're gonna check it in about 15 minutes or so to see how we're progressing. Now, as you know, guys, that pan or that cast iron dish is going to be really hot, so you want to make sure you're using some really good gloves to be able to grab that dish with. And today I'm going to be using my MagnaChef. These are the barbecue gloves, guys. So if you don't have any gloves, make sure you check the links down there in the description box and go check out MagnaChef to check out these gloves. All right, so 15 minutes or so, we're just going to pull it out, kind of look at it, see how it's progressing. I'm anticipating the first part of this cook to be about 30 minutes or so. So hey, let's check on this chicken. All right, so we are 15 minutes into this, and we are gonna kind of pull this to take a look here, and we can kind of see how this is cooking. Obviously we're cooking a lot hotter on this side here, so we are gonna rotate this chicken around in the pan here. Try to get all of these pieces into the hot spots, the sweet spots, I guess I should call it. Smells phenomenal. Okay, now we got this all rotated, we're going back in. All right, guys, so the next component of this cook is potatoes. Now, off camera, I went ahead and sliced up some potatoes here. These are just, you know, just regular potatoes. And we're gonna get these seasoned up because we're gonna put these in and cook with this chicken. So we're gonna add some pepper in here. A little bit more because we really like pepper here. And then I've got some minced up chopped garlic here, just chopped garlic. Now this you put into taste. We happen to like a lot of garlic, so we're gonna do a lot of garlic in this. So in goes our garlic. Next up, we're gonna follow again with some more of this Heath Riles, and this again is the garlic butter. So we're gonna get some of this put in here, and we're gonna get this mixed around, guys. And now we are ready to get this onto the grill. All right, so we're gonna pull our cast iron dish out, and we can see, man, that starting to even up nicely, getting great color on this chicken. Now we've been at this for about 30 minutes or so, and we're gonna go ahead and pull this chicken out, and we're gonna put it back in our dish here. Okay, now we've got all these nice little bits here on the bottom of this pan, And I'm just gonna move my tongs around just to make sure we break it up, nothing sticking. Next up, we're gonna go in with our potatoes, guys. We're just gonna get these put in here. And we're gonna kind of toss it around in all of this chicken fat, this grease that's in here. That's all kinds of flavor. And now we're gonna take our chicken and return it. We're just gonna place it right on top of these potatoes. Now again, we've hit the 30-minute mark of this cook. And so I'm anticipating we're probably gonna have another 20, 30 minutes on this chicken, but we're gonna go ahead and get this put back in our oven. And we're gonna let it continue. All right, guys, so our chicken has been back in here with our potatoes for about 20 minutes, and we're gonna pull it out so we can kind of check our chicken, see where we're at. Now, as long as we hit 170, 175 degrees, we are good. If we go even higher, I'm okay with this. Chicken thighs can take it. The skin is what I want to be nice and crispy. We're at 186 right there. So what we're gonna do here is we are gonna pull our chicken out. We are gonna cover this chicken up and set it to the side and get our potatoes back on. So back in go the potatoes so that we can get them nice and tender. And there you go. All right, guys, we've had these potatoes going for about 20 minutes without the chicken. And we're gonna pull them out and take a look, and they're looking pretty good. They're developing a great color. And all we're looking for here is for these potatoes to be tender. And that is exactly what they are here, guys. They are very tender, but still holding their form. So this is what we want. So to finish this off, we're gonna go ahead and return our chicken to our potatoes in our cast iron dish. And now to finish it off, we're gonna add some shredded parm on top of it. Next up, we're gonna add a little bit of Italian seasoning over top of it. We're gonna hit it with just a little bit of olive oil right over top. Now again, you could hit this with some parsley. You could cook it with some rosemary in it, whatever you wish, but this is how we did it today. Now our dish is pretty much done. We're just gonna put it off and let it rest, and I'll see you in a minute. So as you guys just saw, this was a very simple and easy cook. All right, now we got our dish off. We've let it rest for a little bit, and hey, let's get into it. All right, man, I gotta get into some of these potatoes because, man, these potatoes are just screaming my name. So I definitely want to take a bite of this. All right, guys, hey, before I bite into this, again, if you enjoyed what you saw here and you found some value in it, make sure you give that thumbs up down there and check out the videos I've got listed right here, as well as click that subscribe button up there, all right? And I'll see you in the next video. Peace! Oh, hell yeah.